is crucial to good health. Food is medicine, really. In fact, according to Indian culture, food is the best medicine that one can ever have. Hi, I'm Rujuta Divekar and you're watching me on Zest. We must remember is that deprivation in any form, be it in the form of calories or carbs or fat or simply by going hungry for long hours, one is not going to lose weight. Yeah, everyone's on a diet perpetually, but diets are unsustainable. Eating, however, is sustainable. You can eat today in 2021 and also in 2031, but by the time it's the end of 2021, you could be bored of the diet that you are on and in the search of the next one. Essentially, a sustainable diet is something which makes you feel in sync with yourself, with your culture, with the climate, with the cuisine of your family. Now, sustainable diets are invariably time-tested wisdom that you receive orally from your grandmother. So it's more like it comes to you from your grandmother and not from a social media influencer. And it essentially uses fresh produce which grows in the farms around you and is cooked inside your own kitchen. So it entails eating food which is easy to pronounce, easy to procure, and great to taste. What I would want this book to do is really get people to understand that food is a blessing. It is an undervalued resource. It isn't something which makes you fat. It is something which makes you live a good life. So that's the first thing, that food is a blessing. The second thing that I would want people to know is that food deserves attention. So you don't need to fix the quantity that you're eating. You need to fix your attention every time you're eating. So don't be on WhatsApp or Netflix or Kindle or whatever, just you and all of your senses focused on food. The third thing that I hope that the book does is that it allows people to understand that health is something which is built together as a family. So we need to work towards kitchens which are more gender neutral. We need men in the house to contribute equally to every task at home, and that cooking needs to be seen as the life-saving skill that it is. Food is one part of the whole jigsaw puzzle, the other one being exercise, sleeping on time, having good habits and a good attitude towards life. And lastly, I hope that the book also allows people to see and appreciate the therapeutic values that food has. Whether it is about having rice kanji to help settle your stomach, whether it is to eat a banana so that you don't get acidity, or especially when your lunches get delayed in the world of webinars. Good health comes in all shapes, sizes, and weight. So the weighing scale is not going to tell you anything about your health. So stay with the basic commonsensical principles about food, exercise, sleep, and well-being, and you will be fit. As far as why does everyone think about weight? It's because that's how the weight loss industry works. That is the kind of budgets that they have to ensure that all of us are brainwashed one way or another to knock off at least the last 2 kilos or at least the last 200 grams, So whether it is 20 kilos or 2 kilos or 200 grams, people are equally passionate about it because the food weight loss industry has ensured that we all just begin to think of ourselves much fatter than what we truly are. I think measuring ourselves on the weighing scale, measuring our food on the kitchen counter, really thinking that our life is somehow not connected with the rest of the globe. So just being self-absorbed, that is also something that we need to leave behind. Endlessly being on our phones and distracted when making real life conversations, that is something that we need to leave behind. And the social jet lag that we are all in, where none of us seems to really be sleeping on time or waking up on time, that is something that we should leave behind. I'm not following a celebrity diet. Never copy celeb diets, and it sounds funny when I say it because a lot of people do follow me because of Kareena Kapoor. But what Kareena Kapoor did was that she ate local food, which was in season, which was cooked according to traditional, time-tested recipes. So if you are going to be adopting that, eating local, seasonal, traditional, then you do not need to go to any celeb dietitian or follow any celebrity to really just follow basic commonsensical wisdom when it comes to food. So that's really my take on this.